says it's been a while since I uploaded a video right here. This account, I think it was still sitting where, let's see, it was still sitting somewhere probably at $700. Right, it's the same account. I hope you guys are well. It's the same account, right? So you can see, even if I go back to, let's just come here, even if I come back, go down to 2030. Yeah, what is, hey, what? 1936. Yeah, that one right there. So even if I come down, that's the same account history. And if you look at what I've been doing throughout, it's mostly the volatility 75. There's a lot of history. Look at this thing here, this tab thing right there. This thing, this is exactly that gray tiny thing. There's a lot of history right here, and that took, I think it took around about 3 months to grow this tiny account. The deposit was $4, of course, right there. I want to talk about something. Lot sizes. I think there's one trade running right now. I think I took it like 5 minutes ago. So why did I take this trade? Let's just come back to this so you can see that there are levels in case you're interested as to how did I decide on buying that asset. I've just simply drawn levels, support and resistance levels right here. You can see there's a turning point. I just drew this line. There's another turning point. We can just draw a line right here. There's this turning point right here with a rejection candle. I just drew that and took a trade here on 5 and on 15 minutes. Of course, these levels I drew them on H4, but went to 15 minutes to look for that opportunity to buy, right? And there's a couple of things that I'm gonna highlight. The stop loss is not there, right? The lot size is the smallest lot size. That's what I want to talk about in this video. There is something that I've realized with most traders. This thing is very, very volatile, right? And if we come back to the history right here, the account history right here, you can see that the losses rather, or the bigger losses that we've had, let me just scroll down. The bigger losses that we've had were probably coming from lot sizes that were much, much bigger than the normal lot sizes. So this is the one of them. This is one of them right there. This is one of them. And if you look at this, $55, $69, $36. Why is that? The lot sizes were a little bit outside our normal threshold at the time. That is why these guys had gone up. Because sometimes you get carried away to say, let's be realistic, guys. You're going to make such mistakes. But the main point is, are you going to survive? Are you going to come out alive? Nah, because we came out alive of this account. Mistakes were there, but at the end of the day, withdrew $2,678 out of $4 deposit. And people will be asking, how did you deposit $4? Come on, deposit $10 and transfer whatever little amount to your trading account. The minimum deposit is $10. And then I transferred $4 to this particular account and started trading with it. All right, maybe I'll go through the entire history in the next video so that you see what actually transpired throughout. Let me know if you'd like to see such shandies right there. Okay, so but back to what I was saying. The bigger losses that we've had on this account were actually coming from bigger lot sizes. And the bedroom, what's going on? The bedroom lights of master bed. Oh yeah, it's the lights. Don't worry, not the lights coming on. Okay, so this bigger lot size right there, resulted in a big loss. Right, so this is one of the problems that most traders encounters. They see $100 and they're thinking, I want to make money quick. I want to make quick buck. Our balance is now 109. We cannot take a trade without a stop loss with 0.15. I know this is on a positive. What if it was on a negative? That is why there are losses right there. Be realistic. You're not always going to win. But given that, let's say you lose, let's say you are having losses, are you going to come out alive of those particular losses, or you are going to blow. So you need to monitor your lot size. You don't always have to calculate your position size, especially when your account is small. You just go with the smallest possible lot size and hold those particular trades. And of course, you'll have to analyze and find the NA entries. Again, with those NA entries or nice entries, you are still going to have losses. Guys, having a strategy that is profitable doesn't mean you won't have losses. That is the reality. Do you want me to lie in 2022?
You know what I need to tell you?
You want to withdraw. You want to withdraw. I'm telling you. If I lie, you won't withdraw. This is not a robot. All of this was done manual. The decisions that were taken here were taken by a human being, right? And the decisions on lot sizes were taken by a human being. Hence, I'm saying this was a funny decision right here, because the human being decided 0.15, 0.015, and then T. Let's talk about the losses. And the stop loss was not there. And if these losses had magnified far, this scientist would have seen fire, right? It will have seen fire. So that's the first thing that you need to at least guard in 2022. Guard your lot size. Guard your lot size. If you know that you are not going to use a stop loss, don't go with big lot sizes. Just take with the smallest lot size. Check how volatile the asset is. Check your balance. Because it is not every account that you can put on the calculator and you get like a nice I mean, if you're trading a $4 account, what risk are you gonna calculate there? Realistically speaking, what risk are you gonna calculate? If you say you wanna risk 1% of $4, if you say 1% of $4, where are you gonna get such a trade with such a risk? So sometimes Vindo will be talking about risk management on a very tiny account, but you can see that calculating those things doesn't make sense because you are having a very tiny account. So this is where you now need to look at your lot size. Like I said, I feel like I've been repeating myself, and some people, they'll come at me in the comment section saying, yeah, you're saying the same thing over and over again. Or let me put an accent a bit. Yeah, what you are saying is the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I'm saying it over and over again because we've been doing it. Guard your lot size. Don't get super excited. If we decide, let me show you. So I'm gonna show you because we are here now. I'm gonna show you, and I wish this thing will come back down so that you can see. Let's say you get super excited because this first trade that you took. Let's look at some of these things. This trade that you took, it's on $7. Now you are thinking, it's gonna go. You are no longer analyzing. Remember, I said this trade was taken on this support level right here. Analysis were done, right? But now you might get excited because we are saying $6, we are seeing profits, and then you decide to do what? You decide to clear and push. Let's say you decide to push. Let's not push it too far. Because if we push it too far and then it goes back $7, it will be, if we push it 5 times, it will be something. If it goes back to the previous end, let's say you get excited and you buy again for no reason. This is exactly what you guys do. Let's say you buy again for no reason, out of excitement, and this time around you did not analyze. This time around you did not even take with the minimum lot, meaning that everything that now you are doing is driven by the fact that you are winning. You are being emotional. This is another trap. Learn to have one trade and hold it. I know there's someone looking, Marabona, if you took it with 0.2, it would have been on 200 now. This one would have been on 210. Take with big, it can go back to the negative and blow. This, we don't have 200. It can go back. Don't only think about the positive. Don't only think about the positive, because it's hard when you take a trade randomly with a big lot size. When it doesn't go in your favor, you're like, I shouldn't have taken that trade because now my account is in ICU. Avoid those traps. Avoid those traps. So in summary, what am I saying? Avoid the adding trades without knowing the reason. Do not add trades without knowing the reason. Right? Do not add add stack trades randomly. Of course, this is a random trade and it's moving in our favor. But if it goes back, we are going to actually be on a negative, right? We are going to be on a negative, negative to be precise. And these are the common traps. Now, yes, we can rejoice and say, $4 in just 1 minute or whatever. But what if it jumps back and moves like, I don't know, 5 times this movement? Now we're going to be risking this tiny account to blow it. So when you're trading a small account, please guard your lot size. Guard the number of trades that you have. Because the more trades you have, the bigger the lot size is going to be. It's like multiplying the lot size. Right? And you can see I was jumping fast from 4 back to 2. It can do the same back to negative. Right? You can see it's coming down. Don't only think about profits. Guard the lot size. Guard the lot size. Number 1, in 2022, guard the lot size. Number 2, guard the number of trades. When your account is too small, just be patient. This took like 3 to 4 months to make $2,600. I know you're gonna say, somebody did that in a day. When now you're watching, did you do it in a day and withdraw, or you did it and blew? Can you do it? Because if you can do it for over 3, 4 months, 6 months, if you can repeat the same thing over and over again and be profitable, you can trade profitably. It's all about survival. Change your dieting, change your dieting, change your dieting. Change your dieting, chan. Don't make the same mistakes that you made last day. Don't make the same mistakes. Lot size, guard it. Number of trades, guard them. Okay, I spoke previously about the margin, so maybe it will make sense. I spoke previously about the margin. This guy is very, very cheap. That is why I prefer trading VIX with this. It's very, very cheap. It is very, very cheap. So the margin is how much you need to have in order to open a trade with the smallest lot size. So for example, let me just close this trade here so that I can explain that margin nicely. Anyway, that one is out of the account threshold. Let's just close this one right here so that I can explain the margin nicely. Okay, I think it's much better when I'm showing you with trades running. So now that we have one trade left with 0.001 lot size, right? So the broker charged us $0.81. So meaning in order for us to be able to open a trade, we needed to only have this much. That is why I'm saying it's cheap. So that is the margin for this position. You saw it was on $2, so it was like $2 something. It was like 3 times this amount because we had 0.02 plus 0.001. So it's like we had 0.001 times 3 because we had that. Okay, so that is why I chose to trade this with $100. It's a lot to trade VIX 75 with a small lot size. $100 is a lot as long as you are doing those things that I mentioned. You are taking with the smallest lot size. Number 2, you are not taking multiple trades. You are checking the number of trades that you are taking, and then you are of course also following your strategy, as long as your strategy is a profitable one. And the profitable strategy doesn't mean you won't lose. You're gonna lose, right? That is the reality. There's no 100% strategy or whatsoever. And this easiest thing, guys, you can do, there's really no need to go overboard with indicators, expensive robots that are gonna end up blowing your account. No, just do the easiest stuff ever. Draw your support and resistance, change time frames nicely, draw your trend lines, come down here to 5 minutes, look at this trend line. This is exactly what we're actually looking at earlier. The trend line right there, you mark it. Okay, You look at the series of rejections right here, or you put your 21 EMA. Check out the 21 EMA video that I made. I think it's a 30 minutes, 35 minutes video or so when we started trading this account. You look at those basic things, guys. That is what you need to look at. But when you are looking at those strategies or those technical tools or technical analysis stuff, you need to remember one thing. This, at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 shandies. You have a 50% chance of winning, you have a 50% chance of losing. Don't you dare ever say you're gonna have 100% wins. You have seen it. I showed you with the shandies. I showed you with the account history that there are losses, and some of the mistakes that we made with this tiny account was that we increased the lot size to 0.15, and that was a little bit too much for this account size. So that is why I'm showing you the mistakes that were made live on the shandies. Okay, the mistakes that we made live on the shandies. And in order for you to grow, you will have to, okay, of course, hold your trades a little bit. You see, maybe one other person saying you shouldn't have closed that 0.002 trade. This would have been far, guys. That is the same shandies that makes you to think about the future in a positive manner without being in the future. Hey, maybe I should leave English. Smash that like button if you believe I should. I should leave English. So what I'm saying is, when things are positive, we think we should have pumped in the lot size to a bigger lot size. But when things are negative, we start regretting we shouldn't have pumped up the lot size. So that's what I'm saying. Be consistent. Be consistent with the lot. When you quickly change your stuff and you start pumping big lots, one day it's gonna be wins. The next day you're gonna blow, or you're gonna have huge losses, and you will need to make up for those big losses. We had to make up for those big losses that I showed you right there. Where are those losses? Are they up? Yeah, there's a lot of history on this account, guys. Down there, there's like profits. Down there, there's like huge profits. Down there. Yeah, this is one of the losses right there. We had to make up for that $86 loss. There's another one, the $20. You look at the lot size. You see what I mean? Look at the lot size right there. Right? Look at those lot sizes. You see, but if you look at the 0.01s, they can easily make you $12. They can easily make you $19. They can even make you $60 down there. That's where we're staking up those $60 with 0.01, 0.02 kind of vibe. Right? So keep it simple. You don't need to go overboard. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. Keep it simple. This was just me saying welcome back. I've been here and I've been trading these tiny accounts together with my other accounts, but because I want to show you guys that you can do it, you can do this shandies. Yes, the stop loss is not there. That's one thing that I need to show. The stop loss is not there right there, right? But the lot size, if you think about it, if this thing would have gone down the same direction, the negative in the negative direction or downwards, here we'll be having a negative 10, right? A negative 10, because we took with the smallest loss lot size. So if you had $10, then this wouldn't be a good idea for one not to have a stop loss. Do you understand? Because here we're looking at like 100 and oh, we closed. I was shocked. Why is it 113? We closed that other trade. So because here we're looking at 113, previously 109. Now we can just do that, and this thing is not gonna be that violent quickly. Right? That's that. So what to take away from this? Guard your lot size, guard the number of trades that you take, guard your account balance. Is your account balance gonna be able to hold now for the kind of stuff that you're doing? If you're being super aggressive, is your account balance going to survive that? It is very important, guys. We can close this trade, right? We can quickly close this trade and then shut this video. Let me know down in the comment section if maybe you've made some of the mistakes before. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching and you are new, or you are the man to and you are not subscribed on channel, just click that red subscribe button, so that when I make another video, I'm gonna make more videos on this same account right here and other accounts, so that you can get notified when I more another video. Otherwise, if you didn't die last year and you're watching, sharp sharp.